I have a serious problem. Hey everybody, Mr. Eric Jenkins coming at you with a brand new video, and this is kind of like a intro video to an idea I've had over the past couple weeks, and I think this is going to be a fun challenge for all my movie and physical media collectors out there. I am doing something that I'm coining the Criterion Challenge, because a lot of you might be in the same boat that I'm in. I purchased a movie on a really awesome sale. I purchased 2 and 3, and then by the time I know it, my cart is like $400, and I'm like, whoa, hey, now you gotta pick and choose your battles, and you walk away with a handful of titles. And you only watch maybe one of those titles, and the other 3 or 4 go on the shelf. They stay sealed. The supplemental booklets never get taken out of the box. You never get to read them in the bathroom like I would have. And that sucks. That really sucks. So I have been having this issue for a while now. Ever since I started collecting physical media again. I've been a movie collector, DVD person ever since I was like a teenager. And I've kind of had a tonal shift in my content. I used to be a card opener, Pokemon guy, and then, I did a lot of video game stuff here and there. And I still love video games. I love physical media in general, but my heart lies with movies. And I love the direction that these boutique labels are going with their films. And I have this issue, and my wife laughs at me all the time because I literally I have this right here is just like the boutique, like horror, plus I think the Barbie movie's in there. Just like boutique stuff that's like horror adjacent, or like, Vinegar Syndrome, Arrow, Severin, TerraVision, Indicator, stuff like that. Like kind of like boutique stuff. And then in the living room is like where we have like all my Criterion and the few Kino releases I have, and then like the big Hollywood 4K stuff. And I just stand there and I'm looking like, I don't know what to watch. And it sucks. We're back in that realm of like scrolling through Netflix or, trying to figure out what movie to watch on Netflix. But now it's physical. Like I don't know what to watch. So I really want to watch a bunch of my Criterion films. So I'm doing this coined challenge, the Criterion Challenge, where I am going to take the month of June and try and knock out 30 Criterion releases off my shelf. And try and watch as many new releases that I haven't seen yet, and take them off the to-watch list. And I think it's going to be fun. And what I'm also going to do is every Friday I'm going to upload a video with kind of a quick review slash critique of the films that I watched that week. And this is going to be fun because I've really wanted to do this since the start of this school year, but I've just been so doggone tired, and I come home and I just end up watching the same YouTubers' videos and falling asleep on the couch and waking up to a Dead Space 2 retrospective that's like 4 hours long, and I'm like, oh, I gotta be in school in like 2 hours. What is my life? So since school is almost over and I start my college, my master's program back in July. What better time? What better time to dive into some really awesome Criterion releases? And for those who don't know, Criterion is probably like the creme de la creme of the boutique labels. They've been around since the Laserdisc era. They've put out some great films, both from the United States and internationally. Different languages, different genres, ranging from westerns to kung fu flicks to the huge Godzilla 1000 box set to, some of my favorite films like Night of the Living Dead, The Gold Rush, Double Indemnity, like some really awesome films. And I've tried to figure out how I'm going to do this, and it's been really difficult because how I initially did this was I was going to pick a movie, and then the randomizer was going to pick a movie. And that was going to be fine. But then I'd have to stream every random to make it seem legit. So then I said, well, I'm going to pick 15, and then I'll have the random pick 15. And the top 15 from the random, I'll put my whole shelf on a randomizer, and then the first 15 are my randoms, and then I'll take those 15 titles, throw them in with the other one and then pick my list. But then I realized that that's not the best option, just because there might be a day where I can't, commit myself to a film. But there might be a day where I commit myself to 2 films. So I don't want to like overwhelm myself with that aspect. But then I also want to make this interactive as well, because that's one of the beauties of collecting cinema and collecting movies like this, is you're able to share ideas and share these physical pieces of media to, like, everyone's got a Blu-ray player. Here you go. You throw that in. You can watch it, enjoy it. It's fun. It's a great time. Here's my autographed copy of Cannibal Holocaust to Mike. My name's not Mike, but you can enjoy it. There's some great stuff in there. Wonderful stuff. You can't do that with like baseball cards and other hobbies and stuff like that, but you can with physical media, which is one of the reasons why I love it. So, and I also wanted to make the choices interactive. That's where I was going with this. Scatterbrained. I know, it's crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to randomize some, but then I'm also going to take recommendations. So I'm going to have some B-roll footage of my shelf in the living room with what I'm working with. So if you see a title in there, throw a couple out there. My goal is to watch as many new titles to me that I haven't seen yet. And there's some titles that I picked that I'm probably going to get flamed for not viewing. I already know a handful of them. The only caveat is that I will not watch Twin Peaks Firewalk with me, because my wife and I are watching that currently. We're watching Twin Peaks. We're on season 2. We're probably not going to finish season 2 by the end of the month. So that's the one film I'm not going to watch. Everything else is up for grabs. As much as I don't want to watch Sweet Movie or, Sallow, it is, it could be in the random, which I'll take it. The last time I tried to do this, I'd made a video, and literally like the first week, it was like the week of exams, and like when I laid it out as a calendar, that week was like come and see Sweet Movie, Sallow, and like a couple other films. I'm like, dude, there's no way. I'm gonna be a wreck. I'm gonna be wrecking this. I'm like, no, can't do it. So I picked, these are the 15 films that I picked that I'm going to be watching, and like I said, there's some that I haven't seen that I should have seen, so don't flame me too hard in the comments, but these are the films that I picked that I'm going to be watching, and, leave some comments down below of what you guys would recommend, and then, like I said, every Friday, brief critiques and reviews, and if there's a movie that really hits home with me, that I really enjoyed or either really hated, I might make a solo review on that during the month, so, hopefully you guys stick around for that. But here are my picks, and then we're off to the races. I'm going to start tonight. Here we go. We have All That Money Can Buy, or The Devil and Daniel Webster. We have Parasite. I do love this packaging, by the way. Parasite. Fellini's La Strada. Probably one of the weirdest blind buys. That's one of the other reasons, pause. That's one of the other reasons why I chose to do Criterion, because I blind buy a lot of Criterion. So there's films that I purchased on like a 50% off sale or just 40% off, and I have no idea what it's about. We're about to find out. It's going to be a good time. Press play. Perfect. James Caan's The Thief. We have David Lynch's Mulholland Drive. We have Ikaru, an interesting Kurosawa film. Chilly Scenes of Winter, kind of like a random like anti-romantic comedy, which is supposed to be interesting. This Is Not a Burial, It's a Resurrection by Fall Out Boy. Come and See. I mentioned this earlier. It's a really gritty war film from what I've heard. We have Haxan, Witchcraft Through the Ages, on the older Criterion DVD release. The Seventh Seal, an Ingmar Bergman joint. De Palma's Dress to Kill. Don't know why I haven't seen this. I couldn't tell you why. It was on my shelf for a long time, and I'm like, shoot, I haven't seen that. Okay, put it in the pile. Only Angels Have Wings. House, or Hausu, probably one of the weirdest films that's in my pile right now. Maybe not, but I think that one is probably going to take the cake on that one. And then the one film that I've actually seen, but it's been years, Arsenic and Old Lace. And I probably watched this when I was like a kid on like TCM with my mom or something like that. But those are my picks that I'm going to run through. Leave some comments down below with what films you would recommend from what is on my shelf. One film that is not shown is the Godzilla 1000 because it's just ginormous, and I have to buy a case for it. But that's somewhere I have to find. I think it's in the basement. So I do have that. So if you have a Godzilla recommendation, throw that down below as well. And I'll see you guys every Friday in June for the Criterion Challenge. Peace out.